Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. What's going on? Renee, welcome. How you doing? Bartman, welcome. Sarah, RNL Forever, Stacy, Sydney, Head Troll, CM, and that's pretty much it. So, there you go. All right. So what is happening tonight? It is another Monday, but today I had off, so it's kind of nice. Linda, hello. How are you doing? So we do tarot over here. In case you're new, it's a tarot channel, and we do tarot. Modern Muse Tarot, speaking of which. Hello, what's going on? What is happening? Christina, welcome. How are you doing tonight? We got another action-packed Monday. It's going to be fun. A lot of readings, hanging out, looking at tarot. Tosh, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see everybody. We had a fun weekend and all of that stuff. I fixed my box tarot tower. Good news, the box tarot tower is fixed and it will not be crashing upon my head again. I don't think. It is very stable now. Empress of Love, hello. How are you doing tonight? All right, who's got some questions? Let's see what's going on. Wolf, what is going on, buddy? All right, let's see. One troglodyte present. Somebody ripping people off. Hello, hello. What is up? Let's see about how it is going. Picked a few more art supplies working on painting a wooden box. Well, that should be kind of fun. Sunflower, welcome. Kolzaya, welcome to you as well. What is happening, everybody? There you go. Hello, Megan Moreland. Welcome. Does anybody have questions? I guess we'll just hang out, see what's up. We got the new tarot tower. I mean, I'm just saying. The new tarot box tower. Now, this is a modified. It is modified. I mean, we'll go ahead and show it off now. There's the tarot box tower. There's no actual tarot in there. It's just boxes. So I put a bigger base on there, and now it is very sturdy. So you can whack it and you can move it around, and it's not going to crash upon my head again. So I'm just saying that's not a bad deal now. I mean, we figured it out. We got it stabilized. Because that's all you need is more tarot towers. You know what I mean? Sagittarius money. I'm so broke, I'm about to rob a bank. Well, that's kind of interesting. All right, let's do Sagittarius money. RNL. Let's try it out. Let's find. We don't want you to rob a bank. You got to hold that back. And instead, let's do a tarot reading. Let's do a tarot reading instead, and see if you're gonna stay out of the bank robbery profession for at least another day, at least one more day. You know what I mean? Chill out on the robbery profession, because as a hobby, that's pretty short lived. You know what I mean? It's not one of those hobbies that you keep for like a long period of time. I guess. All right, let's see what there. Single for a long time. Sydney, welcome. How you doing? Which wood could a woodchuck? All right, Wolf. See, Wolf is doing that from my my Dr. Mystical. Wolf already did that to Dr. Mystical. I mean, I'm just saying. By the way, this is the Waterfall Tarot. I have a gazillion private messages about the Waterfall Tarot. It's not available. It's out of print. We'll be reprinting it in June. So if you are, I'm actually receiving 2 messages a day. It's getting kind of intimidating to me here. I feel like I need to reprint it immediately or something. That seems to be pretty popular. Okay. Well, let's see about money. I mean, the Lovers, 7 of Swords, Hierophant, and the Sun. It just is just looking up a little bit. It is looking up a little bit. It does feel like that Hierophant coming in. I mean, that is the structure. That is having something that's reliable, having something that's going to be stable, having something we can rely upon. It's going to be pretty good. It is definitely going to be pretty good. But it does require a little bit of movement on your part, a little bit of adventuring, a little bit of sort of moving out and doing things, getting some actions done and whatnot. The 7 of Swords is moving from a place of where we're comfortable. We're a little bit comfortable, going a little bit outside of the comfort zone, maybe getting a job that's a little bit outside the comfort zone, maybe looking outside of where we usually look for a job to get a job and all of these other things. It feels like that expansion, sort of the moving out, moving forward, is going to be a lot of help with that. The Lovers also figures that it's just going to sort of figure out where we need to be. So we need to find the right place. The right place is going to employ us. The right place is going to be good with that. Valentina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, but the lover says it's a time to sort of expand out and find what is right for you, what matches you, sort of your soulmate job or your in a steady income that's going to be there. It's going to be reliable and things like that. But it's going to be a little bit outside of your comfort zone. I think basically, you know, doing the things that we're currently doing may not be the most profitable solution. So you want to definitely think of where can I think outside of the box and get something else started up, get the Hierophant, get that forever job type thing, the sun, you know, things looking up and whatnot. But it does seem like that things will be looking up, and that's going to be good. That is going to be good overall. So there you go. All right. Thank you so much for your question. Hope that answered a little bit. A little bit. Okay. What do we got next? Valentino. When will Kay reach out? Let's see. You know, if K doesn't reach out, there's always L. And then maybe M. Maybe M indeed. Okay, Valentina. K reaching out. When are they going to do it? When are they going to do it? When are they going to reach out and touch someone? Oh, lady's not here. Let's not use that deck just yet. Instead, we'll use not the regular Linares, but the super Linares Tarot. By the way, we got new decks coming in tomorrow, one this weekend, and I think one next week. So it's gonna be kind of action packed over here as far as the new sort of the expanding things, getting new decks, because clearly we don't have enough decks of cards. We need more. And we are definitely going to satisfy that itch, that urge, and get even more decks of cards. All right. Let's see what we have going on here with the Super Linares. Okay, reaching out. Queen of Cups, the Emperor. I mean, I do see them reaching out, just not right now. We have a bit of a delay with them reaching out, a bit of a hesitation. You got that, Five of Cups action. I mean, that is just disappointment. It feels like there's a little bit of a disappointment there. Things didn't go how I wanted it to, and therefore they may not be reaching out just right now. So again, a little bit of maybe things aren't right. Things are a bit disappointing. Things are not where they need to be. Things are not just as stable as they need to be. And it's just sort of an uncomfortable situation where they feel like that maybe there's some hesitation. Maybe there's a little bit of a delay. Maybe this is not something they want to launch into just right now. Again, Five of Cups being a little of the disappointment feel. But the Emperor says they do eventually do it. It's just on their own schedule, on their own time. Leslie, welcome to the stream. Isabella, welcome. Kozai, thank you for your donation. Real Simple Earth Jana, what's going on? Emperor says that they do that, though. They do reach out. That is going to be something that they do. Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me know what your question is. But yeah, the Emperor says that they do eventually reach out. You got to get over the disappointment, though. We need to move into the next stage. We can't just sit there and be like we always are and have these same expectations or have the same disappointments. We need to sort of get over that and move on. I think once they do that, the Emperor says that they will take some action and definitely be reaching out, because we have the Queen of Cups. So we've gone from the disappointment of the Five of Cups into the Queen. You know the Queen. You've watched all my videos. You read my books. You know the Queen of Cups is water in water. That is really where it comes about. That is really where it sort of just hits home, right? May, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Christina, thank you for hosting Tosh. Well, there you go. Tosh, let me know what your question is. I hope it's not the woodchuck wood. I mean, we can't answer that. Sure. You know, it is fascinating to find out about more woodchucking. I mean, but yeah, the Queen of Cups talks about more of an emotional involvement, things connecting, things reaching out, things being a little bit better. And the Hanged One said that the final outcome becomes something that's sort of bigger than both of y'all. So, you know, there you go. I think they'll be doing that soon. All right. Kozaya wants to know if I chose a long-term work relationship with Valeria. Well, there you go. The same Valeria that asked the question. That would be awkward. That would be a little awkward. T. Wilmore, welcome. How are you doing? Patty, what is going on? Good to see you. All right. Will it end up, or shall it work out for a long time? If I choose to work a long time with Valerie, it will be bad for me. Okay, bottom line. All right, this is the same V that you've gone back and forth with working and whatnot. And so if you don't know the history, Kolziah actually, I had a reading with Kolziah, and I said that V would be great for short-term working, you know, a little short-term work and whatnot. But I said long-term may be challenged. You know what I mean? Morland, welcome. How are you doing tonight? So good to see you. So we're going to revisit that and see if we have chosen to do long-term work with V, will it end up being bad? So, I mean, it could be just something where they're not available or something. It could be just an inconvenience, or maybe it could be a lot of different things. But let's sort of see if it's just going to be bad. Or it's just going to be outright kind of bad feel for that. The Five of Cups doesn't look good. The Nine of Swords doesn't look good. The Five of Wands doesn't look good. And the Ten of Wands doesn't look good. This is terrible. This is pretty bad. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but I'm just saying, as a warm-up exercise here, these are the worst cards in the deck. So, you know, so if you look for long-term with V, it feels like we have encountered literally the worst cards in the deck, and we laid them out here in a row. So, I mean, well, I guess we can read this, but yeah, it's a little awkward. Yeah, Five of Cups, disappointment, a lot of worry, a lot of concern. It feels like things are being mismanaged, or things are not being managed correctly. Five of Wands, a little bit of argument about how things are done, a lot of disagreements come about and all that. And the Ten of Wands, it just seems to be a burden. It becomes a burden very quick. At least the Devil card's not there. I think the Devil card's waiting for Sunflower's reading. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, congratulations on getting the worst cards in the entire deck. So, yeah. If you want to know if it's going to be bad, it looks like it. It looks like it. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never make business decisions based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Does the Capricorn want a serious relationship? May wants to know, am I being a little casual? Casual or no? I mean, casual or serious? It could be one of those. It could be one of the very, very casual kind of things. Kara or Kara, whichever one you want. What is going on? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Maddie, welcome. How are you? So good to see you. All right. See a little bit of that. Yeah, Kolziah, that's pretty brutal. That actually reinforces the previous reading we had on that. Maddie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, Light Seers for May. Does the Capricorn want a serious relationship, or do they just want a little fun? Do they just want a little entertainment, or do they want something more serious? Do they want a little commitment? Maybe, maybe not. Let's sort of see that. May, welcome to the show. Thank you again for your donation. As far as a casual versus serious, King of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. I mean, do they want a serious relationship? I think the idea of a serious relationship is beautiful. They love it. The King of Pentacles. I wouldn't mind sort of having a little bit of that relaxation, chilling out, having some fun, doing all of that stuff. It wouldn't be bad at all. I like the idea. Implementation, however, looks a little challenged. Kolziah wants that Capricorn card after all. Kolziah, thank you for the host for Sunflower. Sunflower, let me know what question you have that you want the Devil card to be in. Lily, what's going on? Yeah, the idea of a serious relationship is great for them. It is. But the implementation, though, looks a little bit challenged. It's a little bit challenged for that. Tosh, thank you for your question. We'll get it done. So, you know what I mean? Like, okay. So I have a problem with food. The idea of eating half of a pizza sounds fantastic to me. I'd love to eat half of a pizza. The implementation of eating half of a pizza would put me in the hospital. Wolfie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. So there's that disconnect they do want one, but it's just not recommended at some point. The Five of Wands, I mean, there's things that are sort of hovering around there. And during that hover, it feels things are going to come out, things are going to emerge that you haven't seen before once the serious relationship sort of starts. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, great idea. You know, May, I think they love the idea. I think that would be very amicable for them to have a serious relationship. And then there's reality. How does J.A. truly feel about me? More Lynn, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining the show. By the way, if you're new, please hit that like and subscribe. It lets people know that, it lets YouTube know that I don't suck. That's all I have low expectations. As long as I don't suck, I think it's okay. I think the stream is going to be all right. All right. How does J.A. truly feel about me? Should we continue? Speaking of serious relationship, how do they feel? Have they been lying? Have they been abusing me? What have they been doing? Let's find out by using everybody's favorite. I have the box now. The oak, ash, and thorn. I realize that's extremely out of focus, but I'm telling you now, it is real simple earth. Did you get the sleeve or the bypass? I got the sleeve. They cut out my stomach and they threw it away. They showed me the trash can with half of my, no, actually like 3/4 of my stomach was in the trash can. They paraded it by. They paraded it by and said, oh, by the way, you can't eat any food for the rest of your life. So congratulations, T.O. You cannot eat food for pretty much forever. So, yeah, and if you try to eat more than is recommended, you are going to puke for a long period of time, actually. All right, so let's see about that. It is, it's one of those. All right, yeah, so, hitting that like and sub button lets everybody know that I don't suck. So please hit it. Please hit it. Speaking of the devil, somebody just called him straight up. KD, welcome. How you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It sounds painful. Well, I was under. I mean, it would be painful if I was conscious, but yeah. The devil card. The 10 of Cups, the Star, and the 7 of Cups. We do have a bit of a disconnect as far as what they feel. I think they're a little on, off, maybe a little roller coaster. Sometimes they are just excited, sometimes not so much. I mean, you need to give this person a little bit of space. So J.A. needs some space. And in other words, not being with them all the time or not being a little bit too much exposure between, as long as you have the break, maybe dude's day out or ladies' day out, or, that separation, allow them to be themselves, allow them to sort of blossom in their own way, allow them to be a little bit of that. The devil says a little too much exposure is bad. It could be something where the path needs a little bit of, a little bit of a break now and then, just to have the guy's day out or ladies' day out or whatnot. 10 of Cups says overall, I think that they like you. They like you quite a bit, but in relatively medium to small doses, as far as that goes. The Star says you will work quite well together, but you just need to sort of understand each other's independence, each other's needs, each other's how you work without each other. The independence needs to be there and whatnot. But yeah, the Star says that you go good together, but you need to figure out the parameters of the relationship. Overall, the 7 of Cups says there's probably other people available that would be a little bit better match. But if you really want this to work out, I think that they will willing to give it a shot. You know what I mean? I think they are literally willing to give it a shot. Megan and Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Queen Flo, let me know what your question is. Not sure why, but super chat with my question. Took the money. PayPal's not appearing here. Queen Flo, that's terrible. Queen Flo, let me know what your question is. We'll get you knocked out. We'll get you knocked out. Well, not literally, but I mean, we'll get your question knocked out. But anyway, the 7 of Cups says there probably are people that are a little bit better fit in the long run, but you do you. Okay. Oak, Ash, and Thorn is knocked out. And let's move on to the next thing. All right. Maddie is still doing the Pisces, found in Wonderland. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's get a little bit of that action and the Maddie, doctor and me. So we're seeing, let's see, seeing the doctor and me is going to work out. If we play doctor, will it work out? If we play doctor, will it work out? Maddie, I know you love the Thoth. Maddie's one of the few people in here that just really likes the Thoth. But we're going to do the Thoth for Maddie and do the doctor and me. See if that is going to have some good news. Now the Thoth doesn't play around. So if you get something a little bit not so fun, that's the way it goes. You know what I mean? That's the way it rolls. You got to do it. You got to do it. Maddie loves that Thoth. I'm just saying that looks terrible. Okay, that looks terrible too. Okay, well, yeah, okay. So if you're looking at the future, there are secrets still to be revealed. There are secrets still that need to be revealed. I don't think everything's on the table quite yet. So if you're looking for like, this is our future, everything is on the table. They've told you everything. They've dumped all of the factoids in your general direction, and it's time to just sort of deal with all. I don't think it's all revealed yet. I think there's more coming. You have a little bit of a hidden action going on here and things going through. We do have two movement cards sort of bookending this. It feels like that we're moving, we're running the train, and then all of a sudden we hit a stop that was unexpected. I think you have the unexpected still to come. And then you have to deal with it. And I think that you deal with it well. I think that's going to be something that you deal with well. But it seems that there's challenge, and then like, okay, we work through it, let's move on. There's another challenge. Okay, I'm willing to do that, I guess, but man, that's a lot of shit. You're sort of dumping all of this stuff on me a little too much. It just feels like that. It feels like that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to be some smooth ride, no pun intended, where everything goes well and everything is just blossoming roses and puppy. It just doesn't feel that way. But if you're willing to go a rocky road path, I think you're willing to do that. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Too many bad, so many good cards that could appear here. It just feels like that you're running a train and every stop is a real challenge. And the train starts again, goes to the next stop, which is a real challenge. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's up to you. Just how attached you are. What do you want to deal with? All right. I mean, obviously, overall, the ideal situation would be a lot less of the bad cards. Yeah, basically. Okay. Kara. Oh, let me know which one it is. Who's coming to me next? I don't know. Let's find out. Cara, welcome to the stream, by the way. Who's coming next? I appreciate you being here. Please hit that like and subscribe if you like the readings, if you like hanging out, if you like the jokes, if you like the humor. If you don't like me, hit the dislike. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to be using the Golden Tarot anyway. The Golden Tarot. Did you see the new Tarot Tower for the boxes? I redesigned it. And it looks nice. It looks nice. It smells nice. It tastes nice. So there you go. There you go. All right. Let's see what is going on. Who's coming to me next? Oh, a little bit of the disjointed things, but okay. I think you have somebody who's very nice. They're very nice. They're very pleasant, very nice. They have a lot of good things with them. They enjoy themselves, no pun intended, and they like being with other people. And they have chosen you. It's a water sign, not a Pisces, but it is a water sign. Yeah, it feels like that, but you got a little of the King of Cups action. Now, this is sort of the Gandhi feel. If you've watched my video about court cards, it feels like that they are good with relationships, but they're just sort of bad at dealing with life. they're good with relationships, but everything else sort of takes a back seat. The moon says they're just looking for a steady relationship, so they just move on with stuff. It's like that they stop their life entirely and then they go find a relationship. It's like they get out of their house and they're like, ooh, it's time to find the love. And then they go find someone and they're very good at attraction. They're very good at having a love and whatnot. And then they sort of go back into their old habits, which are not really conducive to a relationship. You'd have the Six of Coins, though. They're willing to sort of throw things out there. They're willing to throw it out there. They're willing to adjust. They're willing to accommodate. They're very loving. They're very giving. And you're like, ooh, this is kind of nice. And then the Ten of Cups says you have a lot of potential with it. But this is a fixer-upper. I mean, it's one of the houses you buy is sort of, has a bunch of problems. You need to fix some things. It's a little bit of a fixer-upper relationship. And that's not too bad. It's not too bad. But you got to be willing to pull the hammer and the nails out and the chisel and the ladder and do the fixer-upper things that you need to do. But if you're willing to do that, I think it's going to be quite nice. I think it's a nice water sign. It's a nice, pleasant water sign. They have a lot of good things going for them. All right, Josiah donated for Sunflower and wanted the devil card to just fall on me like the Tarot Tower did. But yeah, Sunflower, did you have your question? I have no idea if you had your question or not. Sunflower said, check out Tarot Guidance. I want to thank all of you. I love all of you. I love every one of you going out and supporting my book. It's like 60% done right now. It's like 60% funded. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your support. It's just amazing. I'm just like humbled with all this amazing support. Okay, Boo Boo. Still going on Hakeem. All right, Hakeem, more Hakeem. Hakeem wants some Insta. Hakeem wants some Instagram. Which Instagram? Does Hakeem know that you have like 75 Instagrams? I mean, I'm just asking the question. Hakeem, if Hakeem knew you had 75 Instagram, by the way, Hakeem, if you're watching, just PM me and I'll give you all the Instagrams. Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, which one did Hakeem find? Because there are multiples out there. Okay. Let's see about that. Should you apply to Hakeem's Instagram? There is an age difference. You have them on hold. You mean like a phone call? You have them on hold like a phone call? That's brutal. Okay. 5 Cups, Ace of Wands, in the Tower. I would say no. I would say no. We didn't get the devil card. We can't pull one more card and see if... No, it's not the devil. Yeah, it looks kind of bad. With the 5 of Cups, there's a reason you put them on hold like a phone call. You know what I mean? If you really like somebody, you don't put them on hold like a telephone call. Yeah, the 5 of Cups says you're not really that excited. You're not too thrilled. Ace of Wands says you want to know, though. I think you want to fast forward to the future. Okay, here's what Boo Boo wants to do. Boo Boo wants to fast forward to the future. Like Back to the Future. Well, Back to the Future was the past. The other one was the future. You know what I mean? Wants to fast forward and see if everything is okay. And then if you can get a guarantee that everything's be all right, then you go back to the past and then you accept the Instagram. I think that you want Ace of Wands. You want a little bit of the Hakeem action, but you don't know how it's going to go. You don't know. Butterfly, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. The Tower at the end of the day says, I don't think you're a good match. I think that graphic is right on top of this card. And the graphic is still going. Okay. The Tower says, yeah, not so much. It doesn't look like this is going to be something you want to do. It just doesn't. It doesn't look like something you want to do in the long run. You may want to keep him on hold. Just let him sit there. Let him sit there. Does he want to marry you or something? Like, how's he going too fast? Is he like, Sunflower, I love you. I want to marry you. All right. Let's see. We got a little water action. A little bit of that juicy, delicious water action. The future was DECH. Reconciliation or divorce? Ah, sounds like a throwdown to me. Sounds like a throwdown to me. Reconcile or divorce? Wait, he wants to marry you? Didn't you meet like last week? That's kind of sudden. That's kind of quick. I mean, that seems a little quick. I gotta say, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying that seems kind of quick. But anyway, let's go for a tarot throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
It is time for a tarot throwdown. On the left, we have reconciliation. Reconciliation. They must really like you. I'm just saying. On the right, we have get a divorce. Now, entertainment purposes only. Never get a divorce based upon a tarot reading. Basically, reconcile. That's the winner here. It's a pretty clear winner. Let's go ahead and reconcile. We got the sun. Reconciliation is going to have a lot of possibilities, a lot of good things in there. It feels like that sun card brings a lot of light. It brings a lot of things to light that, you need to know. It feels really, really good, really good. That sunlight on us. And the Chariot says move forward. Let's go ahead and move forward with the reconciliation. I think that's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. Reconciliation clearly wins. Divorce is kind of painful. I mean, master of the obvious, that's pretty obvious. Divorce is kind of painful in this situation. For some reason, there are a little bit more mitigating factors than normally you would sort of encounter, but divorce just doesn't look that good. There are better options. It's sort of a weird emotional state. It sort of drags on and all of this other stuff. So yeah. Reconcile looks much better. If you had to choose, then reconcile and go for it. Oh, he just wants a citizenship. He's legal. You checked. Okay, that's good. That's good that he's not a little too young there. A little too young. Yeah, that's that sunflower. You don't want to go there. Can I get a card from Heart and Soul? Ooh, Wolfie wants a little bit. The Heart and Soul. We'll get you some hearts, Wolfie. We'll get you some hearts. Heart and Soul deck. There you go. Well, bad news. Bad news. Christina took the Heart and Soul deck. We'll do a heart deck. We'll do another heart deck. We'll do a different heart deck. Christina took the Heart and Soul deck away. But instead, we will use the Modern Love Tarot. We use the Modern Love Tarot. Get you some love with the Modern Love. He's 28. Okay, well, that's good. All right. Let's see how that goes. How will that go? Yeah, the Heart and Soul is now gone. It has exited the building. Okay. The heart deck. We have another heart deck for you. I mean, I'm just saying. If you're looking for, we need Wolfie. We need to find out what's going on. The Five of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Here's what I think is happening. I think that you are in a state where you have somewhat of a stability, but you're trying to enhance it. You know what I mean? KD, thank you for your donation. Why don't people like me? KD, I love you. KD, why don't people like you? Everybody says,
I love you.
When they see you. I'm just saying. I don't understand where that's coming from. But okay, anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right. But yeah, I think you're in a state where you're sort of rounding a corner to getting something not really stable, but sort of figuring out what you want the stability to manifest as. You're figuring out where you want it to be. You're figuring out where it should be. DCH, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. But yeah, so you have the stability. You have somewhat of that. You're not really sure where to go with it. You're not really sure what next steps are. You're not really sure if you round the corner where it's going to be, where you're going to be at. It's almost like you're sort of in a landing pattern or a holding pattern trying to land, and you're not really sure where that's going to be at or where that's going to be effective at. And so that's sort of where it feels like that, what as far as love goes, as far as relationships goes and whatnot, it feels a lot like this sort of thing. But I mean, of course you have a lot of abilities, you have a lot of power for that. again, I think you're very good at manifesting things in general. I think you will definitely be able to manifest whatever that you need. So I don't see it as a big problem. I don't think that's going to be a big problem for you at all. I think you're just going to be able to sort of hit the landing spot that you need and do what you need to do. At the end of the day, I think that's going to be fantastic for you. I think that you have I think you have so much sort of happiness, so much joy, and you just bring joy, happiness into situations. I think you're able to really sort of make things better just by being there. I think you're one of those people that just makes everything better just because you're there. Anyway, all right, that's what I see at least. That is what I see indeed. Christian, welcome. How are you doing tonight? So good to see you. Welcome to the stream. By the way, if you're new to the stream, I have a book coming out. My third book, link in chat. It is the Tarot Guidance. It is 60% funded. I have a truckload of people supporting me. Thank you so much, all of you. Okay. Attend university this September. Let's see about that. Everything changes in September. Be different. It'd be unique to see what's going on. Good idea to attend M-Uni in September. See how that goes. Age is relative. It is indeed. It is indeed. Philippe, the last boyfriend was 14, older than you. How old are you, Philippe? I mean, I guess that could get awkward if you're 60 and then they're 74 or something. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? You don't look 60, but I mean, I'm just saying. I think, I don't know. Consenting adults, age, as long as you're consenting adults, age is just a number. You know what I mean? Age is just a number. Everybody's an adult here. It's just all about a number at that point. As long as you love each other and you want to just hold each other and snuggle while it's still cold outside, because when it gets hot outside, snuggling's awkward because you're all sweaty. You don't want to do the sweaty snuggle. It's not good. It's not recommended. I would say that's one of my least favorite things to do, in fact, is the sweaty snuggling, but yeah. Okay, let's see about that. You're 26, he was 40. Well, there you go. I mean, you're still adults. It's all about, it's all about just a number. If you're in love, you're in love. I mean, bottom line, if I'm in love, I'm in love. I don't really care how old they are. That's just me, though. I guess it would bother some people. I don't know. Anyway, good idea to start university in their Empress. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that is going to be where it's at. That's going to be where it's at. That Six of Swords is so interesting with that. You are starting a journey that you're going to enjoy. KD, you're really going to be enjoying the Six of Swords journey. And that's very important for you. I think the journey is more about the journey for you than the destination almost. It feels like as long as I'm having fun, as long as things are going well, as long as I'm just excited and everything is sort of rocking smoothly, let's do it. Let's do it. The Ace of Pentacles says embark upon that journey. It's going to be so good for you. You're going to have so many great things coming out for you on that. The journey and the embarkation of something new, something exciting for you is going to get that. The Empress says you're ready for that. I think you're ready for something fun, ready for some journey, ready for some beef, ready for some good stuff sort of coming in. But there you go. There you go. You know what I mean? You're only as old as the person you feel. I mean, that's right. That's right. Some days you feel old. Some days you feel young. I'm old, but I act young. I guess I'm sort of in that in-between stage where I'm like older, but I act young because I'm always willing to have some fun and just do goofy things. Will my relationship with Hugo ever become a stable one? He's hot and cold. Oh no. Hot and cold for a year? Hot and cold for it. That sounds hot. Okay, let's back up here. Hot and cold for a year? That sounds pretty hot. That's lukewarm, if nothing else, right? I mean, if they're hot and cold, at some point, wouldn't it be like, sort of get out, you're a little too cold? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. That sounds lukewarm, if nothing else. Okay, what are we doing? I want to do the ever so adventurous Golden Wheel Tarot. That is going to be where it is at. We're together close for 30 years. Patty, that is amazing. That is amazing. Real simple Earth. I have a 25-year-old. I know he couldn't offer nothing but the D. Well, I mean, sometimes the D is not too bad, I guess. Sometimes we do get a lot of D questions. You know why, don't you? Because
Everybody loves the D.
so sometimes you need some D. Sometimes you need some D. You welcome a little bit of a D. It just depends. Just depends. All right. Let's see. So Queen Flo wants to know, Hugo, is it ever going to become stable? We're hot and cold for a year. I think that's lukewarm. The devil, you're probably going to stay hot and cold. Look at the devil. Look at this fire action. Look at the flames. Look at the flames around Sunflower's devil. Look at the flames. The devil card full of flames. I mean, there's the hot. If you want to know where the hot is, there is the hot. I mean, we have definitely sort of located the hot. Temperance and the King of Swords is going to be the cold. So it looks like that's still going to be there. It's not going to be something that just magically disappears. You're not going to be able to just wave that off and magically fix it. The King of Swords is that commanding, demanding, I want it my way. I'm the leader. I'm going to puff out my chest and just demand this or that. Or Lily, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. But the devil is the hot. Temperance and the King of Swords is going to be the cold. It looks like it's going to continue on. It looks like one of those situations where why change things when they're working, right? I mean, if it's gone on a year, there's something there. I mean, there's something there that somebody likes. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gone on for a year. So if the situation's okay and it's going to continue on, why would anybody bother changing? You know what I mean? If it works, why rock the boat at some point? But yeah, the fiery devil is still going to be there. Seven of Wands, there's still going to be a little bit of pushing you away. Seven of Wands, I'm defending myself with a stick. I'm pushing you away and whatnot. But yeah, Temperance and the King of Swords, I'm going to be a little bit cold and hot. It's going to stay there. Because if it's gone on a year and it works, why rock the boat at this point? But yeah, that's sort of what the cards say. All right. I don't have any cold things, but I will get one. Found in Wonderland. Will he propose to me this year? Wonderland. I certainly hope that they will propose. Will he propose? If you can't get a proposal from this person, Hakeem will probably get you one. I'm just saying, Sunflower, back me up here. If they can't get a proposal from their current one, Hakeem can be a close second place. Back me up. Sunflower, where you at? Back me up. Christina reordered the decks. Now I have to find my deck that I want. Hang on. It's here somewhere. It is here somewhere. I mean, it was here somewhere. There it is. I found it. I've located it. There you go. You're right about that. See, Sunflower's got my back on this. Sunflower's got my back. All right. Will he propose this year? Well, I certainly hope so, because that's a long period of time. That is a long period of time. At some points, it gets kind of awkward, It's a little awkward. It's like, well, and then people start talking. They're like, how long have you been dating? Oh, you've been dating 107 years? You've been dating 107 years? Did they ever propose? No? Well, I mean, you're both 110 years old. Okay, anyway. And of course, we're using the tarot in Wonderland because it's found in Wonderland. The joke is old, but I have to mention it. Okay, I won't sit there and sit on the joke too long. The Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Page of Swords. The Eight of Wands. My biggest problem with the reading is. My biggest problem with the reading is the movement card is reversed. It feels like we're not, Wonderland. I would love this movement card to be right side up, because with this movement card being right side up, the rest of the reading is so beautiful. Wonderland. It's so beautiful. It would be so beautiful, but it's not. It's upside down. It's like we're not really going to do that. Maybe not. Maybe this is something they don't want to do. Maybe it's something they sort of didn't sign up for. Maybe something happened with all of that. Again, it just feels really awkward. It feels kind of awkward, and it's just my opinion here. But yeah. Okay, so go through the cards. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Sunflower, thank you for your donation. Samantha, thank you for your donation. But this is one of the ones I want to do on my Patreon, where I just analyze how the cards fit together. Basically, you have no movement next to the Two of Cups. You've read the book. You know my book says the Two of Cups and the Lovers are different stories. The Two of Cups has a little bit of a distance to it. It's like we just met, kinda. It's like we're blending together pretty good, but it's not the Lovers like this long-term thing. So it feels like that long-term thing just isn't there, but we have movement, a lack of movement with the connection, a lack of movement with the love. And then you have the Nine of Cups. I want to celebrate what we have, because what we have is nice. Why can't we just be like what we are? What we have is nice. I like it. And finally, the Page of Swords. I have a lot of hesitation with moving forward. I'm a page. I'm a neophyte. I'm a little new. I really don't want that communication. I really don't want that sort of that development to happen. So it looks like that there's a stall. It looks like they don't want to. They like what they have now. They like what they have now. There's no reason to upgrade to relationship 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever. Basically, it looks challenged. It really, really looks challenged. It's that movement card that just spoiled the batch. It's spoiled. It's like when you're making soup and you drop the entire container of salt into it. You're like, whoops. Will things that have been really off with the situation where it get back to normal soon? You want the brutal, the honest Thoth Tarot. Dun, dun, dun. The Thoth Tarot you will have. You will have. Indeed. All right. It's about potential. Yeah, there you go. Philippe nailed it. Philippe, that's exactly what I said in my book, basically. That is it. That is it. Philippe knows. Philippe knows. All right. I mean, we got a weird situation at work. Is it going to be back to normal? Is it going to calm down? Is it going to chill out? Is all this drama going to go away? That'd be great. That would be great if all the drama just went away. I mean, will we have change? Yes. I think change is coming. We do have two, not one, but two aces in here. We have a stability ace. We are looking for things to be a little more stable, things to move forward into a situation where we're more comfortable, definitely, right? And then we have the better communication, better situation where we can talk it out, where we can think it out, where we can graduate into something that's going to be a little bit better, overall, a little bit better overall. And then you have a lot better situation. So it is going to clear up. Strength says be patient with it. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to force it. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it run its course, and then move on to stage two, basically. So I mean, there's where you're at. There's where you're at. So it's all right. At the end of the day, it's all right. Hang with it. Ride the wave. And let it get back to normal. It will get back to normal. We have big changes there. There you go. Philippe, you are cute indeed. See, Boo Boo knows, I know, and everybody else in chat knows as well. Philippe is cute. Look at Philippe's icon. Philippe is cute. Okay. Butterfly. What are H's feelings towards O? Let's see about that. I think I've done this before. I did the H2O joke, didn't I? Butterfly, BF. H2O. Yes, I did H2O joke. And I'm going to do it again. Because all my jokes get old immediately, but in my imagination, I think that they're still hilarious. I think something in me just hopes that, maybe like one out of the 50 people in chat think that something is funny. I don't know. So let's see about H2O. All right. Will you offer private readings? I do. I would love to give you a private reading. It looks like this: $30 for 20 minutes. $30 for 20 minutes. Email that address right there. If you can't see the email, it's in the description. It is in the description. I'd love to do a private reading just for you and let you know what the cards say for your particular situation for a good 20 minutes of time. I'll do video, I'll do audio, I'll do phone, I'll do pre-recorded, whatever you want, I'll do it. All right, how's H feel towards O? Page of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's a morphing, changing situation that's not going to be predictable, basically for a long period of time. So if you're looking for something that is going to be predictable, this is not it. How they feel, again, morphs and change. The Page of Swords, again, a little bit of the neophyte, a little bit of the beginner, a little bit of the communication not going as well as they need to. They're not able to express their emotions. They're not able to communicate as well as they should be communicating at this point. The Wheel of Fortune, though, they do like. Oh, H does like O. They want to express some things. They would like to get some sort of a decent thing going. Eight of Wands says, sure, let's move forward with it. Let's crank it out. Let's get it done. And I'm saying just Eight of Wands says, let's move that forward. Seven of Pentacles says it's worth the time. The investment with this relationship is worth the time. And that's going to be one of the big factors here. So there you go. All right. Your Sunflower's whole family thinks you are cute, Philippe. I'm just saying. I am just saying. All right. Let's see, KD. Why don't people like me? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and knock this out because, KD, I absolutely love you. So I'm not sure why people like you. And everybody in chat loves you too. So at a minimum, you got a crowd of 45 people that like you. Okay. Why don't people like me? All right, let's see about that. Is there something in Katie's imagination? Because I like her. So let's find out by using the Wizard's Tarot. The Wizard's Tarot is where we need to be. Oh, no, we don't need to be. She wanted the Poe. I just noticed that. Let's not use it. Let's use the Poe. Look at that. We're using the Poe. Philippe is precious. There you go. I'm just saying. All right, Maggie. You're awesome. I freaking love you, and I've been following you forever. Maggie, you are sweet. A big hooray for Maggie.
Hooray!
Maggie, you're my favorite person ever. I appreciate it. You say, I admire you so much. You're knowledgeable. I don't know about that. You're wise. I don't know about that. I look to you. You look up to me. And you're awesome. Thank you so much. Maggie, you are sweet. Maggie comes in and just drops the love bomb straight in chat. No delay. Maggie comes in and just drops it. Just Mike drops it right there. Mike drops it. I mean, she just does it. That is amazing. All right. Speaking of people we like, KD. I love you, KD. KD, why don't people like me? Page of Swords, the Lovers. Look, you got the Lovers. Yeah, you got the Lovers, you got the Six of Swords, you got the Two of Swords. I think people like you, but you're a little bit blinded a little bit to some of that. Obviously, everybody's not going to like you. There's plenty of people that hit dislikes on my videos. There are plenty of people that hit dislike on your video, KD, or whatever. A lot of people just don't like us. Most people do. It's where you focus your energy. Why would you focus your energy on people that don't like you? Focus it on people that love you. All the people that really love you. Look at that Two of Swords. A little bit of a blindfold there. You need to open your eyes and see some of the greatness, some of the cool stuff. Because you have the Lovers. You have a lot of people that really like you. I think that you're likable. I think people enjoy being around you. I think you're fun to talk to. I think you have a lot of stuff going for you. The Lover says you have plenty of those connections waiting. You have plenty of those connections now for people that you know. Six of Swords says it is a journey, though, to sort of, figure out where that happy space is between people that don't like me, people that like me. I want a good mix. If everybody liked me, that'd be kind of creepy. You know what I mean? If like everybody was a Maggie in chat, then that'd be kind of creepy. But I'm glad that occasionally some people are just like, I didn't like this, or I really don't like you, or something. It gets that balance. You can't really have a a situation where just everybody loves you. It's just not going to happen. The Six of Swords basically says it's about the journey. It's about finding what people enjoy about you, enhancing that, getting that confidence, getting that love for yourself to where you love yourself. And because you love yourself, you're just happy to see everybody, and everybody loves you even more than they do now. Page of Swords says, yeah, definitely work on the communication. If it's self-talk, talking to other people, you just work on that a little bit. I think there's plenty of people like you, because I do. I mean, there's at least one. I know a lot of people in chat are sounding off they like you too. So I mean, I'm just saying. All right, CH, shall I reach out or will he come to me? CH, let's see about that. Let's see if they're going to reach out or what's going on. DECH, will they reach out? Now, by the way, this is part 2. Part 1 was, should she reconcile? And, and the cards thought yes, but now they want to know who's going to reconcile first. Who's going to win the race? Is it going to be DE or is it going to be CH? And for that, we're going to check out the Tarot of the Divine and figure out all that stuff. Me like Metin, welcome. Shep Style, welcome as well. All the new people in chat, thank you for being here. We had almost 60 people here a few minutes ago. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. All these people hanging out on a tarot stream. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody being here. Okay, will they reach out or should I reach out? Three of Swords, King of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. I think they're going to do it. The Sun has this good news, has this good spark that's sort of coming in. Things are sort of rolling in. Things are being well with that. The Three of Swords says that again, we have that delay that we talked about before. There's a little bit of a delay, a little bit of a hesitation with that. But the King of Cups says that they come forward. They do it. They're a little bit afraid, a little bit nervous, but they're going to do it anyway. They're going to reach out. They're going to get it done. King of Cups and Queen of Swords says they're going to go for it. They're going to take command. They're going to take the action. They are going to be reaching out. This looks very, very good for somebody sort of reaching out and touching someone, as they say in the old commercial. I'm old when I remember that commercial. By the way, we are ending soon, as you see here, but we're back tomorrow, the next day, and the next day as well. And our special guest, Christina, is going to be back this weekend. So if you missed Christina, you get to see her again this weekend. All right, Lily wants to know, how will my test go in March? Let's see about that. Whoa, that is the wrong keys. It's called putting your hands on the correct home space for typing. Lily, test in March. Let's see how that is going to go. Samantha, you are next, by the way. Samantha, in case you wonder where the queue is, we're down to the last couple. We got Samantha next, and then we got Boo Boo and all of that. And I did not forget Megan. We did Megan. Megan's got a little bit of that. Samantha, I know Samantha's been in like a line for... Samantha, you've been in line forever. I know it's a busy night. Every night seems to be a busy night, so... One of those where every night is a busy night, and I like it. Gilded Tarot Royale, let's do it. Whoa, we got one card that comes out first out of the box. It is the Knight of Cups reversed. Get a couple more in there and see what is going on. DECH, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. We don't read all reversals, so we will flip. We do read, if one was not reversed, we would have done that, but we don't do that. Okay. How will the test go in March? Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Oh, this is a mix. We're going to have to go a little bit of intuition here, a little bit of a mix of cards. You got to take it again. You have to take it again. I'm just saying, you got to take it again. We're going intuition here. This is sort of a weird mix of cards, but hang on with me. Basically, I'm getting from the cards, you have to take it again. The Knight of Cups, an emotional sort of a roller coaster, almost emotional high or whatnot. The Wheel of Fortune, we do it, we get it done. The Nine of Cups. It's like that. Normally, I would say that you pass. Normally, I would say that the test goes well. But it just feels like the Nine of Cups right next to the Six of Swords. It's just a weird one. It's like we have to do it again. Tosh, did I forget Tosh's question? Don't think maybe I didn't do Tosh. Tosh, what was your question? Did I do Tosh's question? Tosh, I thought I did your question. Tosh, repeat your question. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think you have to take it again. I know it sounds weird, and people reading the stream later are going to say that's kind of not what the cards say, but I think that's what the cards say. Basically, you're getting my interpretation. It feels like that you need to take it again, or there's something that needs to be repeated. Like you have to take the journey once more. Basically, that's it. Anyway, I mean, okay, no, you didn't. Okay, Tosh, let me know what your question is. Tosh. I'll get you covered. Sorry about that, Tosh. It's been another time. There you go. Tosh is around. Tosh, anytime you want, Tosh. You do anytime you want. I mean, I'll convert it to a private reading if you want. I'll get all private with Tosh. I'm just saying. Okay, Sam, I am. What does C wish he could tell me? Sam. What does C wish he could tell me? Let's see about that. Let's see if C wants to see something about seeing, about telling you. All right. And to do see about seeing, telling you, and seeing about that, we are going to use the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. See how that is going to go. See what is going to happen with C. And to see if C will tell you what C needs to tell you, All right. Okay, let's see how that goes. What does C want? Nine of coins. Oh, look at the Nine of Coins, the 10 of Coins, the 4 of Coins, and the High Priestess. Yeah, they're nervous around you almost. I think you intimidate them. It's because you got that power thing going. Samantha's got that aura of, I know what I'm doing, and I'm awesome. Samantha's got that thing going on. I think they're almost nervous about it. You got a little intimidation thing going on. We got a lot of coins here. Sort of points to, either some type of reconciliation, or they have news, or they basically have something that is going to be, that they're going to tell you that you may not like, or may disrupt something, and they don't want to disrupt it. But basically, you're a little intimidating to this particular person. The Nine of Coins does say they want to be comfortable. They want to sort of communicate. They want to get some things done. Then you have the 10 of Coins. They want to sort of convert it into that information, or get you the information that you need. They think the information is important, but it's just not something that they're comfortable telling you because it's going to make you a little bit upset or whatnot. The 4 of Coins, they're going to hold it in. They're going to keep it in. They're going to be a little greed with it. They're going to hold it. They're not going to be one of those, you're not going to be one of those people that just makes you mad for no reason. But yeah, they have a little bit of that hesitation going in with the 4 of Coins. They're going to hold it in. They're not really going to be willing to tell you. High Priestess, I think you already know what it is or what it's concerning. It's not like a complete mystery to you or anything like that. But the High Priestess says you're going to have to unveil this secret for yourself. You have to approach this person. You're going to have to just knock it out and, and stop being so intimidating. Samantha, you intimidating girl. You're an intimidating girl. I'm just saying. I am just saying. I think you got that redheaded thing going on from the icon. Is that it? You got that redheaded personality where you're just like, this is me. This is me. You're gonna like me, or if you don't like me, I'm gonna kick you in the shin or something. I don't know. All right, let's see. Anyway, yeah, Samantha. I don't think you intimidate anybody in chat, but sometimes. But for my friend Nita G, what is Nita G? What is Nita G's question? That was forever ago, and I did not look. Lily Tesco in March. Yeah, Lily, sorry about that. That's the last reading Lily gets from me. Lily's like, I'm not going to fail that. All right. Nita G says, thank you, Sunflower. What did Nita G ask before that? Let me scroll up a little bit. This is the best part of the stream. Nita G says sunflower with a heart. Nita G says good evening. And I don't really see anything else. Nita G, let me know what your question is, if nothing else. And don't forget Tosh. So Nita G is rounding it out. Samantha's blonde now. Well, there you go. Either way, you still get that aura. You still get that power. Samantha still has that power. You got something because you got an interview like every 2 minutes. All right. Still scrolling around for Nita G. Nita G, what is your question? I guess we'll hang out until Nita G posts her question. How does C feel about me? There you go. There you go. You have a Scorpio rising. Uh-oh. The Scorpio. You don't want to get those Scorpio talons or the Scorpio stinger or whatever they are. Yeah, the Scorpio, you know. You need to make the Scorpio happy. I'm just saying now. You need to make sure Scorpio's happy because when Scorpio's happy, everybody's happy. Okay. Let's do, we already did Modern Love. We're doing this one, which is the Wildwood. There you go. Wildwooded Tarot. How does C feel about me? We got you. By the way, and then Karen, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. How do they feel about you? How does C feel about you? Let's look and see. You got the Ten of Stones. Interesting. 7 of Arrows being reversed. Did you break up with this person, or is this a reconciliation or something like that? I'm not really sure what's going on here. We got the 7 of Arrows being reversed. It feels like that this is a situation that's happened before, or a situation that's unresolved, a situation that's sort of hovering around and has not been fully manifested, not been fully sort of standardized or anything like that. It just feels like something is pending. There's something that needs to be done, something that needs to be settled. The Ten of Stones says you need to settle it. You do need to sort of settle it. Bring it down to earth, get it down to a level where we can talk about it. And if we don't get it down to that level that we can talk about it, we can't be stable. We just need to talk about it. Separated. Well, there you go. Yeah. If you want to know if you're going to get a reconciliation soon, or if you're going to get anything stable, it seems like what you have now is what you're going to continue to have. It's almost like that you walk down a path that can't be undone, or you walk down a path that can't be reversed. And because of that, you're going to have to walk the full path. You can't skip it. You can't go back. You're going to have to walk the path to the end. Once the path is to the end and it's completed, then you can adjust from there, or you can look from reconciliation from there, but the path must be walked. You can't avoid the walking of this particular path, basically. Anyway, thank you for your question. I appreciate that. Crystal, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Did the Libra find himself a place? I hope so. Hope they're not homeless. Going long tonight. All right, Karen wants some love. Karen wants a stable relationship. Karen, let's get you one. Stable relationship. Actually spelled that correct for once. It's magic. It's pure magic that I can spell tonight. Let's do some cats. Let's do some cats. See if you will find a hot relationship. A little bit of love, a little bit of the hearts. Soon, if we're going to find a stable relationship soon. Hanged Man, Hierophant, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, Maggie, thank you for your joining the family, Maggie. Maggie's coming in. Maggie's coming in hot tonight. Maggie's coming in hot tonight. Maggie, thank you for all your support. Maggie, all the compliments and all that. Maggie, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Stable relationship. Your next relationship is not going to be that stable, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be an average relationship. You have the Hierophant says you are on course for something stable, something more long-term. The next one is going to be a little bit of more mid-term relationship. The one after that is going to be a lot more potential for that. It seems that you need to sort of flip something, flip something that's going on needs to be flipped, needs to be changed, needs to be modified. You have the Hanged Man, just says that things need to be modified before we're ready for the super long term, for the stable relationship. Needs something like that. Five of Pentacles says maybe not quite yet. So one more to go. Again, a midterm relationship. Then you have the Hierophant sort of sneaking in. Hierophant says, yes, let's do something a little more stable, something a little more long-term. I think this is going to be somebody that is going to be pretty powerful for you. They're hot and cold, but they are willing to adjust. They are willing to change. They're willing to change their ways. They have a bit of an addiction problem as well. They're willing to change that. It's going to be a pretty good relationship. The one after your next one, basically, is going to be a pretty good one. You're going to have to sort of put up with a couple of things. It's not a huge fixer-upper, but you do have addiction problems that they need to deal with. You're going to have to sort of help them through that. But with that, I mean, there you go. Crystal will be the last reading tonight. Crystal, thank you so much. See if Chris found himself a place. Did Chris find himself a place? What is going to happen with all of that? Oops, that is the wrong button. Let's go over here and do a little bit of Anna Kay. See if they settle down. You know, if I get the Hermit, I'm going to be happy. The Hermit is about settling down. The Hermit is about finding a place, getting into a place and getting into that, seeing how that is going to go. We got the Devil, the Magician, and Judgment. Basically no, soon, and they found a place and then they left. They found a place, but the Magician, I'm good at finding a place. I'm good at getting something. I'm sort of adequate at dealing with these things. The Magician says, yeah, I found something, but I left. This is one of the few Judgment cards where they're leaving. They're leaving the place. Did they find a place? Yes. Magician says they're perfectly capable of doing that. The Devil says there's a lot more going on in this situation than you think. At the end of the day, they left. So yes and no. Christopher Libra found himself a place and then they bailed. They had to exit, stage left. Anyway, that's the reading. That's it. So, anyway, thank you for your donation again. I appreciate that. And we are ending. We'll be back tomorrow, though. See you then.